Spit out this wood a little bit. Sorry, pardon me, man. Pardon me. Should have cut that out. Hey, Billy Bob, cut that out, man. But anyway, just so you know, I'm helping a bunch of my buddies cut some wood. They got to get this job out. And I told them I'll help them. They're good friends of mine. So, of course, I'll be there to help them. But anyway, you're thinking about starting a business? Just want to let you know, there are many things you should think of before you start a business plan. I want to be upfront with you. I hope you didn't click on this thinking you're going to see some dude in a suit with a ruler holding it up to a chalkboard taking you through the evolution of a business plan. No. However, I will in a couple later episodes. I want to really take you through a business plan, line item by line item, figuring out the business name, everything. But I also want to point out that it can be used like a GPS. For those of us in the creative trade industry, I also want to mix into it what I learned from my friend Lawrence, who shared with me about treasure mapping your life. And we combine all these things. It's just so you know, I know you think you do the business and then you go live your life. It's going to be very hard to separate these two when you're just starting out. Just want to be clear about that. And I don't want to throw a wet blanket on your dream. I want you to be better. I want to be that friend of yours you haven't met yet. And I really want to focus on the window period of time where you should be making this decision, thinking about should you take action and start doing little steps at a time to do this. I just want to let you know. This window is very vital before you do a business plan. I want to know, I want to try to find out and know if you are committed to doing this business. This is no joke. Hey, listen, don't tell me you got tattoos and you're afraid of commitment. I know I told you I'm a friend I haven't met yet. But I will definitely throw some shade on you with the quickness. You have to be committed to this. I want you to figure out some certain things before you do this business plan. Like, should you leave your job with all the benefits and everything, then start a business? You graduated college or school or something. Should you start a business? You just came out of some sort of personal tornado of struggle, whatever that it might be, that affected your drama-free life. I don't know what it is. But there's a period of time before you start a business. All I'm asking you to do right now is start getting some things in order. Get your ducks in a row. I also want you to consider, are you going to be like a service-orientated business where you just get a truck and maybe you want to do repairs, maybe you just want to do installations? Do you want a full-blown custom shop that starts from measuring, building, to installation? Do you want a brick-and-mortar store? Or maybe even an online store and make little projects in your garage? I don't know what it is you want to do, so I'm going to be talking about it. You're probably going to hear me repeat the same thing, but always know this: all I care about is you. I just want you to be better. So many people helped me. The least I could do in between jobs that I'm working on right now, I could come over here and share a little bit about with you to make you be better, because that's all we really want to be, right? We want to be better. But think of some things first. Like, you can think about the name that gets you all excited. I admit, I was like, yeah, what am I going to name my business? What am I going to do this? What am I going to do this? But try to think about, after you figure out what type of business you want to do, you also got to figure out what kind of product you're going to make. And then after you really say, yes, I want to make tabletops, well then go out and practice tabletops. But I want you to be clear of the costs of the materials. Keep track of your time management, because this will help you later on when you really open a business about your quoting procedures in your sheets should a potential customer want that material. Are you going to hire helpers? I mean, all these things got to be considered. My favorite is, are you going to offer free estimates? Really? Can you afford free estimates if 50 potential customers call you? I couldn't at the time. I was just going crazy, pulling my hair out. But I don't know. I don't know how much capital you got to start up your business, but I always want you to think of certain things that might crop up when you don't have time, because in the beginning you will be working in the business. I don't know if it's 8 to 10 hours a day. I worked way more than that. And then when you go home after the work day's over, you now got to work on the business, not in the business, on the business. Then even when you're trying to relax and have dinner with your family or watch TV, it's always on your mind. I just want to let you know these things, you know. And one of the things I used to be, I remember this, it would be hard. A customer called me and wanted all this stuff. I always had an awkward, uncomfortable feeling about asking someone what their budget was. Because I'd spend all this time drawing the cabinets. I didn't have 2020 software back then. I was literally drawing it with a ruler and pencil, the draws, and the material selection, all on a free estimate. I didn't get the job. You know what I mean? And I found out their budget was only $2,000. Meanwhile, after I drew everything up, calculated all the materials, it was something like a $20,000 job. I wasted all that time. What if 50 people do that to us? So be careful of these free estimates. I'm not saying don't do them. I'm just saying, wherever your location is, are you going to go like 50 miles around? Anything else, you start charging a gas tank or two? Are you going to do the whole county? Or are you going to do the whole state? So just, these are things that happen because once you start a business, you might not know it, but it's like you're on the side of a mountain and there's a little snowball up top, and then it starts coming down and getting bigger and bigger. And then you either run for it, run away from it, or you kind of gotta like hold it at ease. But if you have all these forms in order and following your GPS, you might know how to avoid that thing from getting so big so fast. You understand? Keep that in mind. Long story short, I got so much more to share with you, but I gotta get back and help these guys. Just know this, I'm here to help. At the end of this session, I'll have a little Q&A. You could ask me questions in the comments, but know this, I might not know the answer, so I hope you can understand that I won't fail. I just might not know the answer, but maybe we could search it out and find it together, and then you can give me the answer. We help each other, okay? Your future self is dependent on you right now. So, after this video, start getting your mind right. Start getting your mind right.
Mr. J, Mr.
Hold
J.
on.
And Mr. J, why don't you get your mind right? You said you'd help us. Why don't you help the friends you have already, man?
I know, I'm helping over here.
Jeez, golly, help us already. And you talking all that smack to them people about commitment? Man, help us, will you?
Yeah, Louie, you're right. Alright, I gotta get back to work. Okay. Your future self is dependent on you right now. Your future family or your family is dependent on you right now. I want you to be in control of your finances. I want you to be in control of your life. I want you to be better. Keep watching.
Mr. J, Mr. J.
Still watching this dude shop talk typing? You must really want to make some money. You must really want to be better in business of the creative trade industry. Well look, while you're learning, I'm going to get my groove on because we're going to have some fun. There is so much more fun times in this shop talk thing. Sup, dude?
you want to start a business? Awesome. Are you in existing business and then pulling your hair out like I was? Because I didn't start a business, man. When I started my business, business said, I got this. But maybe you're like at a job and you're like, I got all my tools. Dude, I got to get out of here. I don't know, they're cutting me of hours. It's just a pain in the ass. So I think maybe you're a little bit smarter than I was if you want to get a business plan before you actually start a business. But me and a lot of my friends, we just got this. I'm badass at my craft, and they're badass at carpentry and tile and stucco and all that stuff. But they run into the same problem I do. And I don't know your story. I don't know if you're good, you're an artist, or you're a craftsman or a craftswoman that is really good at one specific thing, like you only do cabinets, you only do stucco, you only do painting. I don't know what your story is, so bear with me because I'm trying to talk to you. You're starting a business, thinking of starting a business? Awesomistic. I got your back. You laughing at me. See how I can handle pressure? Okay, hold on. How about now?
I'm sorry, Mr.
I'm
G.
popping you in the head with it. Huh? You want an egg on the side of your head? I used to crash the plane and then get all pissed off that nobody taught me even how to fly a plane. But I'm going to try to help you fly your plane way better than I tried, all right? And don't worry about making mistakes in business or your life. Not trying to be better is the crime. Your book of life is not done. It's not over. So what if you had a bad chapter or two? We all went through some sort of tornadoes of struggles and made mistakes. But check it out. Your next few chapters can always be better. Sunshine every day makes a desert. Be better. Be better. Some people, they won't even take a shot at the basket just so they can tell everybody they never missed the basket. Look, changing your life is painless. The pain you will feel is your resistance to change. You got that? The pain you feel from changing your life is your resistance to change. That's the pain we're going to try to fix. Let's just have some fun building our crafts, learning how to be better. All I want for you is to be better in business and your life. What is it you do? You think you need some improvement there? Let's work through this.
You really want to take advice from this dude? What is he doing? Mr. Gene is a trip. Good luck learning. See ya.
Are you an artist? Are you a creative? Are you considered not just doing crafts, but consider yourself a craft? Are you a badass craft? Are you a craftsman or a craftswoman? Are you a fabricator? Are you a handyman? Are you involved in any of the skilled trades out there today? I salute you. We got a world to build out there. Now, maybe you work for somebody. Maybe you want to be a freelancer. Maybe you want to be side jobs. Maybe you have a dream and you are like me. I want to run my own business. Because when I worked for people, it's not that it wasn't fun. I made lots of friends with fellow contractors. It's just that what I wanted to do wasn't on the work orders. My boss didn't sell what I wanted to do. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe no one wanted it. But when I got into my own business, oh yeah, people wanted it. The abundance of attention I got once I started showing my craft to the world was overwhelming. It also pointed out I was very weak in the business skills. I felt like that was for someone in a suit to worry about. I needed to keep track of that. It's just as important as your craft, no matter how great you are at your craft. Think of this. Make 10 countertops. Now you gotta, how much money did you make? Are you gonna hire a helper? What is this corporation fee? Taxes? All this stuff. Do you want to pass that off onto somebody else? Even if you're in business, shouldn't you have a business plan? I loved what I do so much. I developed an ego to where I didn't worry about the business. It was always going to get taken care of someday. Well, someday came quick. I would hand all the receipts in a shoebox to my accountant and say, here, make sure I'm not in trouble. Tell me what I owe. Tell me how much I'm getting. Tell me what I can do better. But I had this friend, Bob and Lawrence, were always trying to help me. Guess what? They weren't even going to charge me for the help, and I denied the help. How crazy is that? If someone wants to help you without any expectation of return for helping me, other than me being a better person and a better businessman, I found fault with that. You know, if you find fault with someone that is trying to help you, you're a wingnut. Take the advice when it's given to you. If you don't know about it, don't pound your chest. I got this. By the way, that was me. I got this. I can do it.
We break it down into several areas. One thing we have to specialize in, and that is you. We have to be very, very precise in presenting you as someone who is not only competent in your various fields, but has received awards and recognition from the industry. That has to be a very prominent part of your business plan.
Absorb it. All Bob would simply say when I would constantly ask him for, call him like, hey man, guess what's going wrong? It would always come down to, well, Gene, do you have a business plan? No. A business plan sounded like something you do if you're trying to get people or investors to invest in you. I didn't want nobody to invest in me because I knew well enough that if you get someone to invest in you, you kind of have to do what they say. I mean, after all, I created my own business so I could have the freedom to create what I want to create. An artist might be great painting what he or she absolutely loves. But if they take money from an investor, the investor might say, hey, look, bills ain't getting paid here. You need to start doing cartoons or something.